Hello everybody, it's Red Sea Gaming here, and it's just me playing a little Hawken. I like this game. And this was a very, very small occurrence where there were not enough players to fill up the entire player roster, so we were fighting 2-on-3, or sometimes maybe 3-on-3, or sometimes 5-on-2. There were not enough players to make up for what I saw months ago when there was a full count of enemy players to play. I just realized something ages ago, that the problem with a lot of these games, free-to-play games like Hawken, is sadly these games won't last forever. As soon as the company that makes the game stops making money on a free-to-play game, they will turn off the servers to save a few bucks, thus killing the game in the process. Sadly, that's what will happen to Hawken. This is still a fun game. I've had a lot of fun with this game months ago. But now I play it today and I'm like, how did the player count go down so fast? Like, if there's not enough players to justify keeping the servers up, the company will yank the servers. But you gotta think of it like a business, not a toy manufacturer that makes toys for happy children. This is a business. So if they're not making enough money to justify keeping those servers up, they'll just turn it off. There are some games I like which are going to have their servers turned off in a few months. Like, for example, The Tomorrow Children. That's a fun game, but I found out it's either going to be shut down in November or October. I understand these games won't last forever. They have a limited lifespan. Compare that with a single player game where the game will be the same thing 20 years from now than it is today. Sadly, BioShock 2's multiplayer was interesting for its time, but they shut down the servers. I'm no longer able to play that online anymore. Like, I find online fine. I've been able to play online at home since spring of this year. As far as I can tell, there are some games that benefit greatly from online multiplayer. But there's just one problem. The lack of future-proofing. Like, will this game be able to stand the test of time? Will this be able to be enjoyed 50 years from now? I doubt it, because sadly I think people would have moved on by now. And this game will be remembered as a fad. Like, I think single player will outlast everything, as long as you have electricity to power it. While online multiplayer games demand a constant internet connection, and sadly not everybody has that internet connection to enjoy said online-only games. Sadly, a lot of these game developers are chasing a trend. Since Call of Duty is so successful with its online multiplayer, let's all try to do online multiplayer. And sadly, sometimes multiplayer actually destroys the very series we like. Like tacked-on multiplayer last gen. And also just trying to figure out how to make good games that are single player like Grand Theft Auto 5. It does have a multiplayer mode, but at least the single player will be there long after the game has been forgotten by a majority of the people. Also, these games are excellent, but just like Dark Souls, this game will last longer because the multiplayer is not the main course, it's the secondary course. Also, I'm hoping that they release a patch or something to make Hawken offline compatible so I can play it long after the company decides they don't want to keep the servers up anymore. Uh, that's just my opinion. That's my rant. So please go ahead, leave a comment if you're interested in debating me with this. Alright, you guys have a good day. Peace.